Hi there, this is Timberfox13 from Germany, and I'm doing my second video in English language, which is version 3.0 of my best clicked German tutorial video concerning the Quasimorph pacts. Pacts are demonic pacts you get for killing Quasimorph barons on Moon, on Mercury, and on Venus. And we're starting with a moon pact. The moon pacts are depicted as floating skulls with gray lines. First one is Rite of Unlife. So let's see. Skull Project. Rite of Unlife is a Duggar pact. It raises corpses within radius of 10 cells from the player, and their lower forms of Quasimorphs from Duggar Bremfatura. They have only a short lifetime, and payment for this pact is each Quasimorph raised reduces player's health by 5. Plus the Quasimeter goes up by 100, and it's got a cooldown of 50 rounds. So there are some dead bodies here, but of course we want to get more. Come on. There's no one to shoot. Okay. Let's do some shooting here. That's okay. And if we activate the pact, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 Quasimorphs. And I've lost some life. That's actually everything this pack does. They're running around pretty good. And this is new. I didn't expect them to drop Quasimorph items. Normally this should have been taken out. Okay. That's the first time I see it. What the fuck? Throwing knives? This is the first. I didn't know there are throwing knives in the game. Holy shit. Why can't I? That's ammunition, I think. How does this work? Ah, okay, they're used from the belt. Wow. Yeah, shoot me. No problem. Okay. Doesn't work as intended. But okay. This is completely new. Like I said, I haven't seen throwing knives before. But nice. Okay. That's actually all I can show with this pact. Guys are walking around, dying to gunfire, dying after I think it's 5 rounds. Not that sure. There's someone. Ah, okay. That's actually all. So we're going to the next pact. Okay. Next pact is called Formas Flesh. In a radius of 5 tiles, it turns objects lying on the floor into steel bolts, which then attack everyone around them in a radius of 3 tiles. Payment for this pact is 1 to 3 items worn by me will break, and break in this case doesn't mean they lose durability, but they're completely broken. And that's the reason why I think this pact might be the worst of all, because losing equipment is really a hard thing. Especially your backpack can break or your main weapon can break. Armor wouldn't be too bad, but it's really not that good. And even putting down your items doesn't help as long as they're in the radius of 5 tiles. So you have to put your items somewhere far away for them not to get affected by the spell. And if you're standing on items, they will hurt you when they turn into steel bolts. Quasimeter is raised by 200 and cooldown still also 50 rounds. So let's check this. First we need some enemies. There's someone. Okay, let's run. Okay. So there are items on the bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I activate the pact, all the items from the bodies will turn into bolts and attack the enemies. It's not too effective. It's I guess, yes, it's a pierce attack. So enemies who have low resistance to pierce will die, of course. But to use this effectively, you have to set up rooms with a lot of items. You have to lure the enemies inside, and as you can see, if you don't put down your items, they're just gone, completely gone. What's strange is that the things that are in the backpack are still okay. Maybe as long as I don't remove it. Oh, okay. I guess that's something that isn't intended. It looks like when your backpack is completely broken, you can still use it. That seems like a bug. But like I said, it's really not that good to get all your items broken and do marginal damage to your enemies standing around. Yeah. I don't like this pack. Up to the next one. So next pack, packed from a Moon Baron, is Archon's Phase of Punishment. This is a transformation pact. It transforms the player into a Dugur Branfatura Quasimorph Baron for 100 turns. Good thing is it restores health and wounds after it expires or after you die as the Baron, but it drains your max health by 5, which isn't too bad. But the problem with the Dugur Baron transformation is that you're locked to melee fighting, and well, you can get hurt, you can get wounds, and if you're in a big firefight, even if you survive, you're still surrounded by enemies because you can't fight really effective as the Baron. Plus Quasimeter goes up 300 points, and again 50 rounds cooldown. So let's check this. Okay, there's an enemy. Let's go Quasimorph. He's not too bad, actually, until you run into a crash. So, yeah, I died as the Baron. Uh, I lost all my wounds. I'm at full health, but there are still enemies around, so it's okay. It's more like a panic button, and you can try to get out of the line of fire and then come back fully healed. But you can't do too much while transformed. Next pacts will be from Mercury. So the Mercury Skull pact icon is again floating skull with a yellow diamond in the center. And the first one we'll check out is Zulkarnain's Gaze. It creates a beam of energy that deals 25 to 50 damage in a line of fire and hits everything in the line. Downside for this one is it reduces vision range to 0 for 10 turns, which is quite hard because you can't go into areas you haven't explored yet. So if you start at the elevator, walk out, shoot someone, and then try to get into cover, you can't use any ways that aren't explored yet. But we will see. Quasimeter raises by 100, 50 rounds cooldown. Okay. We'll just fire this one from here. That's okay. Wirtz. So, this was the beam. And like I said, I can only walk into areas already explored. So I can't walk this way, or I can't walk down there, and I see absolutely nothing. So if there are enemies coming right at me right now, not too good. Okay, and vision is back. As long as you can retreat, it's kind of useful, but you always have to watch your surroundings, so you don't run into a dead end or get into a situation where more enemies come at you, which you can't handle while going blind. Okay, next Mercury Pact is called Asham's Everlasting. It's kind of a bomb. It creates an explosion dealing 25 to 50 damage in a radius of 3 in the selected tile. And I'm losing 50% of my current health if using it. And it's a not too bad downside, because it's nothing permanent. Quasimeter goes up 200 points, 50 rounds, cooldown. This is something you have to think of while fighting a Baron. Mercury and Moon Barons don't have any ranged attacks, but they can do these packed powers when they start glowing. When there's a particle effect around them, then next turn they'll start whatever they're equipped with. So this is also something they can use against you, just like Zulkarnain's Gaze and the other things from the Moon Bramatura. So let's see if there are some enemies around. There's another thing you have to watch out for. If you activate a pact, it doesn't activate in your round, in the round you're actually doing, but after your next AP. So if you're activating a pact on your last AP in a round, all the enemies will have their turn and then the pact will be activated. Another thing to think of. So let's check. Are there enemies? There are enemies. At least one. And radius of 3. So we have to look out to not stand inside the blast, of course. Yeah, and it's not that effective. Especially against guys who are resistant to explosion. Like this one with explosion resist 32. Explosion resist is a combination of blunt and pierce, by the way, and the resist for explosion is the lowest number in the duo. That's the same for plasma resistance. Plasma is an effect based on cut and fire, and for this guy he's got plasma resist 14 because 14 is the lowest number in combination of elemental effects that are responsible for resistance against plasma. So, well, you've seen we destroyed the console, we didn't do much harm to the guy, we didn't do much harm to the robot. It can be used in situations, but it's not too strong. Okay, last Mercury pact is called Mukar, and that's again a transformation, Baron transformation from Shata Makum Pramfatura. 400 turns, it's just like the other one, raises quasi level 300, 50 rounds cooldown, and again drains max health by 5. This Baron transformation also has no ranged weapon, so it's not that good. Let's find us some enemies. There are no enemies. No one around. There's an enemy. Let's do this. Yeah, that's the Baron. And we can punch people if we hit them. And we're dead. Class abilities are started when dying in transformation if there are abilities like Blind Fury and Combat Focus. That's from... I think this should be Scout. Yeah, I guess. Shoot the robot. And that's all for this pact. That were all 3 Mercury pacts. Next up we're going to Venus. So, Venus pacts, again, floating skull, but with a red sign. First one is Blood Legion, which was in 0.6 version of the game, were like the most valuable pact available. It transforms bloodstains within 10 tiles of the player into allied Quasimorphs. In 0.6, the Quasimorphs spawned were of higher quality, and they could drop Quasimorph items like idols or shards. This shouldn't be the case anymore. Funny thing is that the Moon Pact resurrection thing seems to be able to drop items like we've seen just before. But that was a surprise for me. They shouldn't do that. But I'm not quite sure what's the modus operandi for these pacts. Maybe I have to ask the developers what's the case right now. Yeah, payment for this pact is satiety drops to 0, so you need to bring food. Quasimeter raises 200 counts. Again, cooldown. And let's see how this works. First of all, we need some enemies. Like always. Oh, there's someone. Hello. Let's talk business. Interesting thing about bloodstains is you can walk through them to widen the area. So if I raise the Quasimorphs here, there will be more the more bloodstains I produce. That's quite handy. So if we do this right now, fling a lot of Quasimorphs. Again, they're relatively short-lived. They carry weapons and partly armor. And you can salvage the armor. I just had an idea. Maybe if they don't despawn, they can drop items. And if you kill them, they will drop items. We're going to check this. But there don't seem to be items dropped. There's something right here. Let's check this out. No, just the equipment. I shot off his hand and he dropped his weapon. So no more Quasimorph item farming. Yeah. Just armor and weapons. Well, you could use this, of course, to gather parts for repairing Quasimorph armor, Venus Quasimorph armor, and Venus Quasimorph weapons, but that's actually all. They always can work as meat shield, of course, and from the blood they drop, you can always spawn more. So if we do this, go here, and we can spawn a lot of more of them. So this is all for Blood Legion. The next Venus Pact is called They Shall Be Filled. It consumes all bloodstains within 10 tiles and increases health over my maximum limit by 5 per bloodstain. payment is my maximum health is reduced by 5 per bloodstain to a maximum of 1, which means if I've got, like here, 175 hit points and I transform 5 bloodstains, then I'm going up by 25 more hit points, and I have 200 right now after usage, but by my absolute maximum will drop from 175 to 150, but it can't go below 1. There's a special effect on that pact. First I'll demonstrate what the thing is doing. Let's see. Just have to kill this guy and this guy.
I'll make something of my life and come back.
This guy. And this. Also. Fun projectiles. Okay. Let's get some blood. I can't walk down there. So, let's use it. They shall be filled. As you can see, I'm at 205 right now, but my maximum dropped to 145, so there were 6 bloodstains here. The problem with this pact is that if you use it again, while still having more hit points than your maximum, you will turn into Hulk, which is just
The potential earnings can be huge.
a big abomination without any things they can do. Okay, let's just wait 3 more rounds. Okay, so right now I'm at 204. I'm over my maximum and I'm using They Shall Be Filled. Okay, it didn't turn me into a Hulk. Okay, so this was a mistake. I guess it has to... We have to do this a little bit more. But I've definitely seen the transformation. So let's see if we can do this again. No, don't shoot me with this. Sorry. To kill this guy before he kills me. That was a reload. Die! Okay. So let's do... there's another information I can share. You can use hearts to throw. Maybe you know it. Which produces a big bloodstain. But you can use this bloodstain to get rid of acid puddles, because as of the latest patch, you can override smaller puddles with a liquid that comes from a bigger one. So if, for example, this blood puddle would be acid, and I'd be standing here in a big one, I could walk over and use the blood to wash away the acid. I haven't tried this, but that's how it should work. And right now, you see, maybe you have to go over a special threshold to trigger the Hulk transformation. But if you overdo it with the pact, you can't do shit anymore. And if you die as a Hulk, you don't get turned back into a normal clone. Your clone is still there, but you're dead. So use this pact wisely. The third Genix pact is called Thirst of Tlan. It also consumes bloodstains within 10 tiles, and this one deals damage to each enemy which are around me per bloodstains, 5 per bloodstain. So this can be pretty effective. Plus, I'm taking, as payment, I'm taking 3 to 5 bleeding wounds, which is a pretty nice way to level all abilities that depend on receiving bleeding wounds, which isn't too bad, I think. So at first we need some bloodstains. That was a bad idea. Okay. Now we need some more enemies. There's a robot. Come on. Let's do some more bloodstains. And activate the pact. Right now he's got 60 HP and he should get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 5, so 40 points of damage. Not exactly. I guess I saw more bloodstains than there were. But the damage doesn't seem to be hindered by resistances, so this is not the worst pact you can get. It's quite effective, damage-wise and effect-wise. The fourth and last pact from Genix Fatura, which is Venus, is again a transformation pact. Again, transforms me into a Baron for 100 turns and restores health and wounds, drains my max health by 5. Quasimeter plus 300, cooldown 50. This is actually one of my most used pacts because Genix Baron has a gun. And what is most interesting is that the gun counts as a machine gun and has the ramp up effect. So each shot which is fired in succession, so if I don't move and just shoot, the next shot will have 1 projectile more than the last. So I guess the first is 4 projectiles, the next 5, next 6, next 7, and so on. And for 100 rounds you can raise a whole level. There aren't too powerful and they're acid based, so they don't do much damage against, for example, camp troopers or Tlan minions in general, but it's really funny to use it. And again, it's transformation. You get all your health. So let's see, let's find us some enemies. There's one. And what we can do right now is obliterate the whole level. Be careful, this will get a little bit loud, and I'll take some shots to show the ramp up effect and what it can do to the level. So this transformation, I'm a big spider guy and I shoot things. As you can see, there's an acolyte standing here. The only damage he gets, or the most damage he gets, is from the fire, and my poison attacks don't harm them that much. But right now I've got 86 rounds left, and I'm already at 13 additional ammo per shot. And I'll do some more. So as you can see, against guys with poison resist 20, it's really a pain in the ass to kill them. They'll get stunned a lot by the sheer amount of additional ammo, which is 30 right now. Still have nearly 70 rounds of transformation time left. What's the most fun with this transformation, of course, is to raise a complete level around you. Destroy walls. And then walk in the carnage you have created. But again, against them, no damage. But still, there are no more rooms here. And that brings us to the last pact. Oh no, it isn't the last pact, I forgot one. But we'll do this one first. It's called the Serpent Song. Wait, I just have to check something. Did I really forget a pact? They shall be filled. Tlan's Thirst, Blood Legion, Nagual. No. I did all. Okay, I missed one in my first version of this video and did a transformation pact 2 times. But this should be the 11th and last pact. It's the 5th Ganix pact, and it can be obtained via the quest you get when doing your first rupture on Venus while having negative reputation with Tlan. Then another Baron from the Ganix Brandfutura will contact you and request the rupture, come through to our reality and form the second corporation, which is led by a Baron. First one is Tlan. I guess Chimora was the name of this one. I'm not sure, but it's not too important. Important is the pact you get. It's a transformation pact for enemies, so you can turn a hostile human into your ally for 10 turns, so he will fight for you. I haven't found a real good use, but maybe just because I don't use it too much. Having an enemy turned on your side surely is okay, but it only lasts 10 turns, and of course he will get shot at by his former comrades. So let's check this, see if we can find one to turn. That's just a toilet. There's a door. Okay, that's a robot. We don't... And a management unit. But of course we need more enemies. I don't know if this is... if he's got friends behind him, so I'll wait till he comes to me. Ah, there's a friend. But we need more. No one here. Let's check this. It's maybe there's someone up here. It's just one. Where are the enemies when you need them? Oh, shut up. There's another one. Okay, I'll do this just right now. He'll get his turn and kills me. That's what I meant, that enemies get their turns when you activate a pact on your last AP. I don't think I will restart this save again. What the pact does should be obvious. When there are enough enemies, just turn one, he will turn on his friends and will be either killed or turn back after 10 rounds. So that's all, folks. That were the 10 currently available pacts. 3 from Mercury, 3 from the Moon, and 4 from Venus, 1 from a quest. If you do spoilery things on Mars, there are currently no new pacts that can spawn there. I guess they will be implemented in one of the next updates, but I don't have any information about that. So let's leave it this way. Have a nice evening, and maybe we see each other on Quasimorph Discord. Bye.